Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dina, and today's video for Vlogmas number 2, I was gonna do a get to know me tag. I don't feel like a lot of people know me as well as I think that they do, so I was thinking of just doing a video on that today. So there are 30 questions over here. A little bit about myself before I get started is I am 26 years old. I am half Middle Eastern, half American. I was born in Boston, and then I grew up in the Middle East. So that's a little bit about myself, kind of like in depth of who I am. And yeah, so let's get started. So the first question is, where did I grow up? So I'm a little bit of a mixture. I was born here in Boston. And then I grew up here for 7 years. I moved when I was 7 years old to Abu Dhabi, and I lived there for 2 years. And then I moved to Qatar, Doha, Qatar, and I lived there for 6 years. And then I went, after that, half of grade 9 was in Boston, half of it was in Saudi Arabia. And grade 10 was in Boston as well. And then grade 11 was in Saudi, and then grade 12 was in Saudi. So I graduated in Saudi Arabia, but I went to university here in Massachusetts. Where do you currently live? So I currently live here in Massachusetts. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. Who is your first best friend? Okay. So my first best friend, and I'm underlining first because I'm sure a lot of my friends will probably be watching. It's like, I thought you always your best friend. My first best friend was Julian. We met in first grade when I went to Hanlon School, and that was my first best friend ever. So we still talk from time to time. It's just we're both adults now, and life gets busy, and we haven't got to really connect in a while. But yeah, that was my first best friend. How tall are you? I'm 5'1" and a quarter exactly. Dogs or cats? That's hard because I've lived with. At some point in time in my life, I was living with a dog, a cat, a bird, fish, and a duck. So it's really hard. I mean, I like the convenience of cats. I've always had cats because it was just easier to take care of for me. So I was able to, it's just easier to clean the litter box. You don't have to take them for walks. But I love the loyalty of dogs. So it's kind of like a half-half. So I can have both. I love them both equally. Funniest moment throughout high school. I've been through so many high schools. Let's see. Funniest moment. I think the funniest moment was in senior year when we all had a jumping castle, and we got a slip and slide, and all the guys thought they were really cool, and oh my god. So they slipped, and one went after the other, and just such a big collide, which isn't funny, but they were laughing so hard, and it was really, really funny. So I think that was one of the funniest moments of high school. What year were you born? I was born in 1993, December 5th, 1993. Are you or have you gone to college? I have. I graduated just last year of May. I went to UMass Boston, and I studied IT, focusing in computer forensics. Number 9, what is your favorite drink? So I would have to say Mountain Dew is my favorite. I have a few favorites. There are days where I love water. There are days where I love my soda. I think I would have to say for my ultimate go-to would have to be iced tea. I love iced tea. Peach in particular. What is your spirit animal and why? So my spirit animal, I think I was just talking to my grandma about that. I think my spirit animal was a cat. Yeah, I remember now. It was a cat. And the reason why I relate so much to a cat is I'm not a huge fan of water. I don't like getting wet. What else? I do have 9 lives. I've been through some serious life experiences in my life. I do have 9 lives. and I just relate more to a cat, which is funny because, you know, you would think then, you know, I would choose cats over dogs, but I like them both the same. So yeah, so I think my spirit animal will definitely have to be a cat. Number 11, you're wearing perfume. What scent it is? I am wearing the Christian Dior Joy. Tea or coffee? So I used to be a huge coffee person. I used to drink Dunkin' every day. But then my body wasn't feeling for that so much, so I would have to say tea. I had to go back to tea. What are your life goals? To be successful. To be as successful as I possibly can. To be honest. So yeah, just to be successful. That's one of my life goals. To succeed to the best of my ability. What sports do you play or have you played? I've been part of the volleyball team, the basketball team, the soccer team. I've done tennis. I was part of backgammon when I was in the Middle East. I think that was it for me. Yeah. Have any books you read changed your life? I have. One of the books, actually, I'll bring it over. This one right here. This is the book that ultimately changed my life. It's Nowhere But Up, and it's the story of Justin Bieber's mom, yes. But I'm telling you, like, the worst possibly things that have ever happened in my life. I've literally just went back to that book, and it just makes me feel so much better. It's a beautiful book. I love it, and I still read it till this day, but all the time. So that's my favorite book. What is your favorite movie? Favorite movie? I don't have a favorite movie. I'm not a huge movie person. I don't think I have a favorite movie. I mean, I love the Harry Potter series, and I always go back to those, so I'll have to say Harry Potter movies. Also Twilight. What are your favorite YouTubers? Who are your favorite YouTubers? I would have to say Tana, Maggie McDonald, obviously Jeffree Star. There's like a lot of them. I just like the ones that are like really the YouTubers that are real, you know, that tell you how it is, that doesn't like fake it till you make it kind of stuff. So those would be my favorite YouTubers. Do you speak any languages and how well? Yes. So obviously I have English and then Arabic. I'm pretty experienced with Arabic, so I'm fluent actually. So Arabic, English. I'm learning Spanish, and I can understand French. Are you single or taken? I am in a relationship. I've been in a relationship now for 5 years. What is your idea of a dream date? You know, it's funny because I used to think that, you know, my dream date would be like on the beach and, you know, like watching the sunset. And it's funny because, you know, don't you say that you don't like water? It's true. But I like the scenery of the beach. And a beautiful sunset and walking on the beach and talking. But to be honest, I think my favorite date was when me and Drew's, what we did, we went to the pond and he was fishing and I was just sitting there and just watching the scenes, and it's really nice. Well, that's one of my favorite dates. Another one of my good favorite dates is just watching a movie and ordering takeout. It's awesome. Those are my two favorite dates I would have to be in. How long was your longest relationship? This one. How would you describe your fashion sense? You're looking at it, street style. I can go fancy. I can go, you know, some Vogue thing. I can dress all the way up. I can go like this. I'm a Sagittarius, so I don't have one fashion sense. Anything that I like to switch it off all the time. So I can look like this one day I can have like full glam. I have like not like one particular fashion sense, but I'm more of a street style than anything else. What is your go-to hairstyle? Hair down. How many siblings do you have? I have one older brother, he's 28. What is your go-to fast food order? Randolph Cafe, and I get the chicken fingers, just the regular crispy chicken fingers with spicy fries. PC or Mac? Mac. I'm Apple all the way. Your most memorable vacation memory would have to be the last one I had, which was New Year's. So it was the 2018-2019 New Year's. We went to Dubai, and I went to Jordan, and I went to the Dead Sea, and it was me, my mom, my dad, and my brother. It was all of us, and we kind of like went all around. It was really nice. What are your morning and evening routines? So morning routines, I don't know if I was gonna be like the basic kind of like morning routine. get up, wash my face, brush my teeth, get dressed, go upstairs, make breakfast, start my car, and get everything ready for work. And then night routine would probably have to be wash my face again because I have to come back because I'm sure you just have to clean your face after when you get home from work. Brush my teeth again, get changed my PJs, and then eat dinner, and then brush my teeth again. Because I don't know, I feel like I just like having a clean mouth, so I like to brush my teeth often. So that's like my morning and my night routine. Do you have any bad habits? I have a few. I'm sure if I asked people, they would probably tell me there's like a lot. But I think one of the biggest ones is I like to, unfortunately, I interrupt people. So I would assume, like I know what they're gonna say, and I would say it instead, and I would be wrong. Like, it's like, why would you do that to yourself, literally? So that's one of my bad habits, and I definitely have to stop doing that. 30. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. I think when I told you in the beginning that I've been through so many different countries. Oh, I went to 4 different high schools in 4 years, so my high school experience was out of zip. But yeah, that's another thing. I went to 4 different high schools in 4 years. I've traveled the world, Middle East wise. And I'm a daughter to 2 engineers. I guess that's another thing you probably would not find out about me, is that my mom and my dad are both engineers. And they both actually went to school here. Well, no. My mom went to Northeastern, which is in Boston. And my dad went to George Washington University. Oh, and my dad was part of the Big Dig project in Boston. So that's another thing. So, yeah. So, those are actually 30 things that you didn't know about me. If you had any other questions you wanted to ask me, you can definitely leave them in the description box below. And I'd be more than happy to go ahead and answer those for you. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you my next one. Alright, love you guys. See you next time.
Comment box.
Alright, bye.